Hey y'all, welcome back to the stream. Today's gonna be an interesting one. We got the Xbox Game Showcase to go through. I don't think it's gonna be very fruitful, but, you know, we'll see. Let's get Cidal in here. Hold on. Hey, my dude.
Hello?
I was not very well prepared for that one. I switched scene and just showed my OBS screen. But yeah, I don't think this one's gonna have very much for us, but it'll be nice to see the portable Xbox rumor come to fruition. Possibly Halo for PS5. And maybe Spyro 4, but who knows? I would absolutely love to see more about the Fable game. Is there anything that you're interested in seeing at all?
Well, Spyro would be interesting.
Yeah, I think Spyro is the big one lately, to be honest. Bring back these platformers that we know and love.
Yeah.
If y'all are liking this reaction content, which is completely new to us, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube or follow on Twitch for both of us. You can find me at Liana Plays and Cidal at Cidal. Oh yeah, that's a thing. Turns out I was correct about the Ludwig thing. But also,
Yeah, I noticed that.
also slightly wrong. My expectation is that he was going to be on stage announcing something. So I was like, that'll be kind of cool to see. Turns out he wasn't on stage, but he did go to the IGN event that was after the main Summer Game Fest event. And he announced that his company that he's had for like all these speedrunning events and stuff, he's just sold the company to the employees within the company. So they all have an equal share in saying what happens. And then as an offshoot of that, he's like opened a game publishing studio. So they can now publish games. And they partnered with fucking Pirate Software. The ex-Blizzard dev that does crazy TikToks.
Yeah.
It should be pretty damn cool. That's actually a really good announcement. That should have been at the main event.
It'll be interesting to see what they come up with.
Yeah. I thought that was important to add because I was editing down the stream today and I was starting to add text where I was like getting hyped about Ludwig being there, and I was like, I should probably put "I'm dumb, I was wrong" on the edit just to stop people commenting. And then I saw that that was posted online and I'm like, oh, I wasn't wrong. Come on, Microsoft, you've had some bad press lately. You can make up for it. Oh? They started 45 seconds early.
Yeah.
Bunch of Japanese shit. Program contains mature content that may not be suitable for all audiences. That's a good sign. Oh, Call of Duty? Really?
I think Call of Duty was a confirmed thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally in the title. Black Ops 6 Direct is like the final part of this showcase.
It was gonna be like a Call of Duty and other stream.
Yeah. I just don't know why they're starting it off with Call of Duty when that's the end of the stream.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more. Despite a potential for instability and chaos.
Yeah, they're basing it off of 9/11, which I think is just weird.
Our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today we celebrate
Copyrighted music, man.
American renewal. Something's going
Real classic.
something big.
Okay. Oh. I'm not sure how much they're using and whether we have to mute or not.
Around hell being hunted from the inside.
This doesn't sound like the original.
Trust me, Marshal. But
I think we're okay with this one.
hey, it's something you should see. What the hell are we getting into?
Getting encoding overloaded, god damn it.
You broke into a CIA black site. Are you out of your mind?
Things got complicated.
Hopefully the audio levels are okay.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
You just got a first look at the campaign for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Set in the 1990s after the Cold War ends, where the truth isn't what it seems. It's an honor to stand here representing the creative teams at Activision. And please stay tuned after the showcase, where we will take you inside the studios to hear directly from Treyarch and Raven, who are working on Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You'll get a 25-minute deep dive into the story and a sneak peek at multiplayer and zombies. It's been 10 years since Call of Duty has been in our show. It's been even longer since all Call
Yeah,
of
'cause
Duty
you lost the
players got
partnership
same
when they went to
game at
Sony.
the same time. Going forward, everyone will experience the game, including the Black Ops 6 beta, the season expansions, and the updates at launch.
Good.
There are currently over 100 million people who play Call of Duty every month. We hope to grow that community by making Black Ops 6 the first Call of Duty game that will be available in Game Pass day one.
I mean, that
So
was
no matter
obvious that
where
was
you
going to
choose
happen.
Play, everyone is welcome to experience Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on October 25th.
It does mean that me and you could play it
I'm
pretty
incredibly
easily.
excited for today's show.
Mm.
I'm standing here thinking about all the passion that has gone in to making this show what it is. It's an honor to share the latest efforts from our partners around the world and from our own creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, and Xbox Game Studios, who are doing what I believe is some of their best work ever.
Yeah?
And now I get to introduce something that is special to me. As someone who has played games for as long as I have, it's amazing that I get to set up this world premiere. So thank you all for joining us.
Spyro, Halo,
Please
Gears.
enjoy the show.
Elder Scrolls.
Imagine?
I don't know.
Bethesda?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of when I see Bethesda anywhere.
Before he
Ooh.
became a this is Doom, right? He was
Seems
the
like
super
it.
weapon of gods and kings. In-game footage. Don't debate us.
Doom prequel.
Oh,
So we get to find out how he became the Doomslayer. Or are they doing the comic thing?
what do you mean?
Isn't there like a comic of him when he was a human or something?
I'm
He,
not
like, fought in
sure.
an arena or something.
I'm so excited, man. I've loved the Doom games. Fuck ID Software for what they did with the last game, but I mean, we can't argue with how good they are at making Doom games.
Oh, holy shit. Chainsaw Shield.
So damn good. And it's hard to truly tell with the graphics because of the compression, but just looking at the world size, it's improved. Look at that fucking... Oh my god!
Are we gonna be able to control those mechs that are broken in 2016 and Eternal?
Yo! I'm down! I'm so down!
That was pretty sweet. It's a pretty damn good reason to get Game Pass.
Definitely. They've already won. They've already won me over. With Doom. That's all they needed.
Who did you love?
State of Decay?
What did you believe?
Undead Labs. Is that the State of Decay, guys?
Late to ask now.
No idea, I haven't. I've only played the first one briefly.
All knew the risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. But you helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us. We found hope in each other.
It has to be.
I'm surrounded. They're everywhere. There's way more than I was expecting.
But none of this is in game.
Even if we bought the other survivors just one more day, the sacrifice
In engine, sure.
would be worth it. It would always be worth it.
Get don't. Oh wait, it didn't even get don't. Get kneecapped.
And that helped
That auto aim.
to keep going. To fight on.
Console gamers be like.
When we needed it the most.
Isn't State of Decay 2 a co-op game?
I think so, yeah. I think it was just the
First one.
first one that wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know you well.
Roadkill!
But we'll keep your memory alive.
They're like the slowest zombies I've ever seen. How did he die?
Just bad at his job.
Every
The zombies took our jobs.
and will never be forgotten.
I don't remember stuff like this from 1.
What is this big motherfucker? Yeah, that's State of Decay. 100%.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's one of the like game's artworks or like
Yeah.
shop icons, that big thing.
Yeah, it's like in the background of the title.
There we go.
Alright, that's 2 heavy hitters right there.
Mm.
Day 1 with Game Pass. Man, Game Pass.
Game Pass users are eating well.
It didn't look good for like 2 years, and now it's looking good. I would sign up to Game Pass.
Dragon Age?
Not looking good, old friend.
Is
It'll
it?
take more than you and me.
BioWare?
What are you thinking?
We need someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
And someone to bring a little darkness to the
Or is
daylight.
this some multiplayer versus game?
Given the emphasis on all the characters, it looks multiplayer.
And digging up a lot of buried secrets.
What a about Darkspawn.
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of
I do like that even though they're using copyrighted music, they're heavily customizing it.
You know there will be dragons.
So we shouldn't get striked on these.
Dragons? Dragon Age?
We'll need someone with fire in their
It's just not the art style that I would expect from Dragon Age.
One more thing.
I don't know.
This crew
I never played them.
needs a leader. Someone we can count on.
Dragon Age is like a full-on RPG.
World can
I
count
got
on.
one and got that cool armor from it for Mass Effect 2.
But where are we gonna find her?
It's gonna be like a Left 4 Dead
Yeah.
game.
Like a 4-player PvE or something. It is Dragon Age. I need to see gameplay of that because that trailer confuses the hell out of me and actually makes me worried for the franchise. But that was EA. Embrace shadows.
Oh, Starfield. I recognize that fucking sinful sound.
What is a DLC?
God damn it.
Maybe something that makes it worthwhile playing? Imagine making people wait 15 years for a game to come out and it comes out like Starfield. Big oof. This is the biggest reason people get burned. Though this does kind of look badass. It's like Prey.
I'll probably start a new save if I got into it again because I hate how I put my points in.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much the weapons that I was going for sucked. I just hate the skill system in Starfield entirely.
It didn't look fun from the screenshots you showed me.
Why do I need to fucking learn science to get a silencer?
Can you feel its embrace?
You gotta be a brainiac.
Encircling your heart, constricting until there is no more you, only us.
That joke might be too British. We had a show called Brainiac over here. And he'll be like, I am a scientist.
Isn't it one of those children's game show things?
It's kind of like Mythbusters for science.
Oh, okay, I thought about something else entirely.
At least that's what I remember from it. Been a long ass time.
I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
New locations. Wow.
Didn't they already advertise like millions of boring locations in the original?
Yeah, fucking empty planets. Empty planets with 3 items to find in them.
Wow, we've got even more empty planets. Maybe with 6 items to find.
I loved Odiplay's video on the game. They got sick of it so fast.
Yeah, Bethesda's blowing their load.
Vaultathon 76 is sponsored
Oh.
in part by Sugar Bombs
76 content?
Bombs away. Folks, if you're just joining us, we're coming to you live in the 10th consecutive hour of our Vaultathon 76 drive. We've got operators standing by and, oh, it looks like we've got one.
Carries on from Skyline Valley.
I do love Bethesda's marketing for Fallout.
How about that? Skyline Valley, beautiful country, right in the heart of Shenandoah.
Oh, Shenandoah, I hear you calling.
now to join Harry and the over 17 million Vault dwellers already on board. And let's keep those numbers climbing.
Got 4 on the line from AVR Medical Center.
Vault 76 is a growing community, and strong community can weather any storm. Why, just take a look at our Skyline Valley neighbors in Vault 63. The greatest scientific minds are hard at work, cooking up
Just love the
shocking
big
new ways
boy.
to protect and preserve this Appalachian Eden. Yes,
It's such good
Skyline
design.
Valley is a stunning portrait of Mother Nature in repose. From the
I need to
picturesque
play Fallout
Shenandoah
2
National
at some
Park
point.
to its majestic wildlife and friendly local residents,
Oh, the
Skyline
original?
Valley is a welcome
Yeah, I
place
managed to
home.
get through the first one.
To bring home a
Oh yeah, you did. I was there. I was in the final stream.
Don't come a knocking. Call now to reserve your
I remember
place
that
in Vault
because he had
76.
issues with the game crashing constantly,
Sold?
Mm.
but it wasn't doing it beforehand, and it was like the super stim pack causing it.
Best of
Yeah,
luck
it was
out there.
weird as hell. Fallout 76 would be a fun co-op.
Yeah. We just need to get round to it. There's so much for us to stream at the moment. And that one's definitely a longer one.
Another world premiere.
Sandfall Interactive.
Got some landmarks.
And paint again. Paint a new number.
Whatever this is, it's beautiful.
One stroke. And everyone
There's something new.
vanishes into nothingness. Every year she paints again. And every year an expedition departs for the continent with one hope.
Imagine it's some bullshit multiplayer game.
Destroy the paintress, so she can never paint death again.
Oh.
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
It's fucking beautiful.
Oh, it's a... Oh, I like that UI.
It's such a good way to do turn-based.
That looked like free aiming.
It kind of looks like it's taken the Final Fantasy VII Remake approach of you've got turn-based, but you've also got some freestyle combat.
Has to be one of the most beautiful games I've seen.
Depending on how busy I am at the time, this might be a day one pickup.
Will come after. Right. We
Expedition 33.
This event is going really well.
They got some heavy hitters.
Goddamn Game Pass. Be surprised if they didn't raise the prices.
I guess we need to sign up to Game Pass at some point.
Do you think there's a chance my mom's still alive?
If your mom's anything like you here, she'll keep fighting till we find.
Compulsion Games.
It's just hard to believe this is all really happening.
They made that launch PS4 game.
Tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
I love the style.
Very artsy FPS.
With some like stop motion type animation.
Drop you off fast.
After I got you,
Some just low frame rate.
said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't have a disposition to
Trying to
be
see if the
innocent.
environment is...
We're gonna
The
go on.
environmental seems to be running normally, but the characters are like a
Church
different
up a ways with a
frame.
bell. Go on and ring it.
Yeah, it's got that like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse type vibe.
Abide the sound of bell.
I think that's what most people are nowadays going for. It kind of nailed it.
Too cocky.
Nailed
Yeah.
an art style.
You ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after.
Such a hard style to pull off as well.
Trifling ass mudcat.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's only the cutscenes?
Gotta move quickly now.
No, her animations are still low frame rate.
Oh, yeah.
But obviously you don't want the camera to be jittery.
Wait, that floating island is the gator?
I love this too.
Oh, hell no.
Makes me think of Remnant.
All right, time to find that church.
It feels like all of these games are on Unreal 5 as well.
There it is.
Just with how smooth and how detailed they are. The lighting is just unreal. Literally.
Good style of music. I really expected this style from like a Souls-like looking game.
The only reason the style doesn't surprise me too much is because it's Compulsion games. And I believe they made Concrete Genie and I forget the name of the other one, but it was legit a PS Plus launch title for PS4. They had very similar styles. South of Midnight. I'm down. Yo, if I chose not to play all these games on PC, I finally have a use for my Xbox. It's been a paperweight for 2 years.
In darkness, she slumbers.
Okay, so this is Blizzard specifically.
And dreams.
World of Warcraft.
Yep.
And for countless generations.
I know
That's
that
like a
dwarf
classic.
anywhere.
Yeah, that's like a classic Warcraft screen. Is it a remaster?
Maybe?
Oh yeah, aren't they doing like HD versions of the old places now? Or this might be a combination since it's showing all the different games, so it's like a card game or something.
I have no idea. Pretty much since I got a bad addiction to it and had to like tap out, I've pushed myself to not look at any Warcraft news.
Their enmity following them to the most distant shores. And even across time and space. Their courage never faltered. Even upon the very threshold.
One of the biggest issues with Blizzard is they're one of the many that just use CG to market their shit and don't actually show you anything.
While new hope blooms on the horizon, the final battle draws near.
I mean, they're beautiful trailers, but doesn't really show you much.
In the darkness,
Yeah, Blizzard's like Riot games, their cinematics are just a joy to look at, even if you don't play the games.
Yeah.
The drums of war thunder once again.
Honestly, with how crazy this event is so far, I'm gonna say it. Spyro and Banjo-Kazooie actually have high likelihoods.
So long denied me.
Along with Fable.
Shall be mine.
The War Within. So it's another expansion.
Hmm. They were showing all the different eras too.
Konami.
It's the Snake Eater 3. Or the Delta.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
Just finished this.
It'll be ripe in your mind then.
Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on.
Jesus Christ, the graphics, man.
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's specialty. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army. Freeze. Speak.
I'm not gonna lie, this has potential to be one of the best remakes of all time.
Looks so young. Why didn't boss have white hair?
Looks so fucking good.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Oh no, I guess she didn't. It's just the lighting that makes it look like that often.
In-engine footage. An evil awakens. Oh, Sea of Thieves. I mean, you can't have an Xbox event without Sea of Thieves.
New world event. Oh. Can we join the skeletons?
We might have to jump on at some point.
You can play PvE only now too.
Oh, sweet. So you don't have to deal with people throwing slurs at you?
Yeah. That does sound pretty sweet.
Didn't Rare have that, like, really cool, like, floral game in development?
Yeah. Can't remember what it was called.
I wonder when we're gonna see that. Because I want more from Rare.
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I've sworn to kill?
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you.
I mean, this looks cool, but
song.
It also just looks a little bit too common. Okay, I like the traversal. Ooh.
Fashion.
You add laser beams. And you've got me.
Come on then. Fight me and die.
Flintlock, the Siege of Dawn.
I mean, sure. I don't think we can complain about it. It's not from a big studio where we would expect something crazy.
We return to you now.
Is this some mobile bullshit?
Of mankind.
Might?
Oh, is it
Age of
Smite?
Mythology.
Oh.
Rulers of the Greeks.
Yeah, I've never played any of these.
I played it on DS, it was so fucking fun.
It was on DS?
At least one of them was.
Damn.
To fight for our glory. So rise and wield my wrath.
Yeah, you can get like god powers and shit.
Rain down destruction.
And unleash our fury. Worship me. Claim my power. And legend will be yours.
Well, for people that like that, they have another, I guess. Retold, so it might be a remake.
Or just a remaster.
Yeah. Damn, they're just going back to back, man.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device.
I see a plane.
Carrington's attack at all costs.
Are there snakes on the plane?
Agent.
I always knew I had an instinct. I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. I was wrong.
Initiative and Crystal Dynamics.
Where it's a pleasant 23 degrees all day, every day.
Oh, it's very Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Forces are also tracking his whereabouts. You need to find him before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
Generating voice print.
Well, this is a Liana game. I'm kind of into this.
What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
Oh, some free running.
The life we think we know turns out to be a lie. There's only
Oh, I bet you could blend those together so well.
Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind.
Carrington!
Damn it!
Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you. I could use someone with your
Get
skill.
flashbang, bitch. He went down like a sack of shit. Ooh.
I had to lose everything before I could see. What this world was really hiding.
I really like this.
Yeah, it looks good.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's
Ooh,
no going
seeing
back.
on some sort of expeditions. Wait, it's straight up Perfect Dark?
Oh! Huh?
What?
I've heard that name in a
Agent
lot of
Joanna
places.
Dark is caught in the middle of a near-future war over advanced technology that
I forgot they were even
lives
making a new Perfect
We
Dark.
hope you enjoyed the first look at gameplay, and we can't wait to share more from the developers.
It looks good.
And Crystal Dynamics as the game progresses. The creativity and talent of game creators are what make our industry unique, and I'm incredibly proud of our games and our teams. They are building
It's like
a
so
diverse
different
lineup
that
of
I
titles,
didn't
which
realize it
includes
all.
new installments in beloved franchises like Doom, The Dark Ages from id Software, updates and expansions to our ongoing games like World of Warcraft, The War Within from Blizzard, handcrafted original concepts like South of Midnight from Compulsion Games, and blockbuster games with massive audiences like Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision. On behalf of our creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, King, and Xbox Game Studios, we thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to getting their ambitious games in your hands. Diablo is one of the most enduring and beloved series in all of gaming. We're thrilled to have Diablo 4 in Game Pass.
Tell that
and
to the
millions
players
of
that
you
got
make
burned from
your
Diablo
favorite way
4.
to play. This October, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred expands the demon slaying experience with an all-new character class, a new region, and of course, the next chapter in the acclaimed story. Here is the opening cinematic for the game. Let's take a look.
Snooze. I could actually redeem it, to be fair. Let's see.
I forget that 4 exists after that mobile game.
Yeah. They screwed everyone over with, honestly, both of them, the mobile game and 4. Again, a CG trailer that means nothing for the game.
Boy, young one. Are you all right? Nerel? Oh, you're not well. Please, please, my child, let me help you.
Stay away from me! Nerel! Is that how I raised you?
No, Mother. But I must carry this burden alone. I must get to Akarat's tomb.
But look at you. You're killing yourself.
I don't know how much longer I can...
I'm here, little magpie.
I missed you so much.
I'm so proud of you.
I mean, it's fucking beautiful.
I need you to give up.
No,
And then you see the gameplay.
Of course it's you! You monster! Let go! No. You made a choice. And I warned you, little magpie. There would be consequences.
Oof.
Lung plants.
This right here should be a narrative-driven game in and of itself.
Nothing.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I could use some help.
It looks like you're too late for that help. He had a peen smashed through his chest. It's a long peen.
I know nothing about Diablo 4 story.
Yeah, neither do I, and that also didn't correlate to the actual gameplay in any way whatsoever.
Oh, right. You.
Playground games.
So.
Oh wait, Fable.
All about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers.
Albion's greatest hero, retired.
I mean, sure.
Wow.
Bigger fans.
You are like literally my favorite person.
You haters.
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
Your chancers. And the occasional...
Wow.
For some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
You thought you could save her?
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, doesn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill.
I think Microsoft have made up for the bad press.
Power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
I'm going to fix it, this place. And no one is going to stand in my way.
2025. Holy shit, man. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
World premiere. Oh?
I just got whiplash with how different this is.
Looks like a multiplayer.
Yeah.
Versus.
They show off Halo and then they're like, here's this lame piece of shit to follow it up.
Fable.
What?
You said Halo.
Oh, didn't I say Fable? Didn't I?
I thought you said Halo.
Oh. Well, I meant Fable. My bad, if I did. Maybe I'm just foreshadowing. Maybe we're gonna get Halo. Well, premiere.
Quite a few of those player versus player shooters that have a card system like that.
Yeah. Didn't Valorant add that recently too?
No idea.
One of those games did.
For me in the city. So, I have traveled back to where I grew up. Here, I found my childhood home in ruins. Why hasn't my aunt taken good care of it? The bridge to her house is broken, so I can't even ask her. I will make the tree stump a cozy home again, no matter.
This isn't my type of game, but I'm sure a bunch of people would love this.
This is my type of game.
Oh. So you're one of the people that would love it.
Find meaning and beauty out here. Some will say that in the dead of winter, a small city mouse doesn't stand a chance. Maybe so. But
I mean, if you ever play it, I'll watch you play it.
that every winter leads to spring. Nancy, finally! No!
Winter Burrow. Out of memory.
What?
I got an out of memory error on my browser briefly.
Oh. Another premiere. God damn.
Others to my will.
Annapurna.
Strange, almost cosmic talent.
Go back to a time where summers lasted forever, when friendships were unbreakable, and any trouble was good trouble.
This.
I mean, this looks kind of cool too. Very unique.
Mm.
Is this that Thirsty Suitors game?
Thirsty Suitors.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh. They got some big names for the music and very copyrighted.
Hmm.
Very much so. Jesus Christ. There we go. MixTape. Looks interesting, but it's lost a lot of its marketing because streamers literally can't play it.
Mm-hmm.
Sobo. They made that game Hob, right? With a little rock dude.
That one.
Red Bull Air Race. What the fuck is this? Sponsor me, Red Bull.
Flight Simulator? 2025?
Maybe.
What was the last one that people doxed them in?
I mean, very pretty. But I feel like that can be said for basically any game now. Imagine he gets pulled up into the blades of the helicopter.
Yeah, so it's flight sim with like missions and stuff.
Yeah. Y'all are enjoying the stream, like and subscribe. Follow on Twitch. Big poggers. Flight Sim 2024.
Oh. What was the last one?
Was the last one 2023? I always thought it was 2024.
Yeah, just remember that people dox themselves in it all the time.
I'm not surprised. Some Tezo news. How is this still going? The Elder Scrolls Online.
I mean, World of Warcraft is going.
True. It's just, I remember when this came out, just like Fallout 76, people hated it at first. So then to see it still going to this day, like it must have improved.
It's a very...
So is this copyrighted too?
Very big franchise, so it has a lot of that power behind it.
Yeah. Microsoft, you're fucking killing it today. But your copyrighted music in these trailers is a bit of a problem. Please have a word with your development teams. Your marketing teams, more like. For a limited time, play all the DLC for free. Cool, but ain't that like thousands of hours of content?
Yeah.
I don't have time to go through that. I've got important things to do.
So many world premieres.
Square Enix.
But 2 nights ago...
Deck 9.
I found my friend's body in the woods.
Oh, is this a Life is Strange game?
I don't know who I can trust.
Oh no.
Or who trusts me. But my friend Safi is dead.
Yeah.
So why can I still hear her voice?
I'm down. I love these games.
Focusing my power, I somehow shifted into a parallel timeline.
here, Sophie is still alive. The danger stalks our every step. And only I.
So it's like a bunch of different games with different power uses.
Yeah.
It's the same as this one, except you're dead. I can still save Sophie. If I can solve and prevent the same murder across 2 timelines.
Across 2 timelines. It's like Groundhog Day with a twist. So Deck 9, is that what Don't Nod turned into? I guess. Machine Games, ooh. Lucasfilms.
Oh, this is the Indiana Jones game.
Sure you want to investigate these
Oh!
I can't let this go. It could be the best kept secret in history.
What are you going to do, Indiana?
These artifacts have a deep connection.
Yeah, this
to
could be
something
fun
in
as
the
hell.
past. Boss believes they hold a kind of power. A discovery that could change the world.
What were you doing out there?
Fresh air! We have to find the stones, Gina. Or they will.
He was almost a pincushion.
Line through these ancient sites around the globe. You'd get a perfectly aligned circle.
The Great Circle.
Exactly.
I intercepted the Morse code coming.
So I wonder if we're going to see Blade
Our
then.
boss is sending all of his men.
Is that a...
Battleship? Yep. Let's get a closer look. Gotta find the stone and get off this ship.
What's that in his hands? What does it say?
Earth something.
I mean, they clearly have some incredible developers over at Microsoft.
We'd better hide. Ciao.
Hands behind your head.
Don't we still have, like, Nintendo to have one more event this year as well? At some point?
Guess so.
You American rat.
This year's... Well, this year and next year is really fucking shaping up, man.
Höhenangst.
Fear of heights.
Yes. And I have it. I endured this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand.
All of the void.
Total and absolute devotion to the
That's what
path.
the thing is called.
You have no purpose. What you have
Interesting.
is your stupid American cartoons.
It's that thing that some people get when they go to heights. They get an urge to jump down.
Oh, yeah. I think I've heard of that.
Like an intrusive thought thing.
I feel like gamers get that all the time. Even when we're not at massive heights. We just play a game, we're like, should I jump off? But I guess that's different because you can't die.
Please wait.
Give me the stone.
Gina.
Get fucking owned. He's not gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
We gotta get out of here.
I'm just waiting for the Wilhelm scream. Microsoft, I'm literally gonna have no money.
Except if you get Game Pass.
Oh my god, you're right. This is the real reason that they made Game Pass. It's so that they don't have to hand out keys to streamers anymore. They just say, get Game Pass, Fivehead.
Yeah.
Amazing Season Games. Well, that's some Gundam shit right there.
I just think of Armored Core when I see these now.
Armored Core ruined Gundams.
I haven't even played it.
Well, we might be able to if I can get a hold of that bundle.
Is it co-op?
Oh, I'm not sure actually. It might be.
Oh, do you mean Mech Warrior?
Oh, I was talking about Mech Warrior. My bad. My bad. Very similar games.
I think Armored Core is a much more high-speed game like this. Mech Warrior or Battletech mechs are pretty slow.
I could see myself getting into this, but it's not my thing right now.
I'm not a huge fan of these kind of mechs. I prefer much slower mechs. Titanfall or Battletech. Didn't we see this elsewhere?
We might have done.
I think we saw this in Game Fest.
We might have.
You never know you are a monster.
I don't know what the fuck this is, but I'm in immediately.
Comes to slay you. The first signs are really subtle.
You caught me within the first 5 seconds, never mind 30.
It becomes clear. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity.
Holy fuck, she's badass. Can I marry her? Souls-like gameplay, I'm in. Well, it's very Sekiro.
I got the out of memory now.
Thank fuck it wasn't just me.
I should know. It runs in my blood.
Nothing is forever. That's a very... Wuchang Fallen Feathers. That's a very... like, samurai Bloodborne type Souls-like. Like, a lot of it was like H.R. Geiger, Bloodborne, Victorian type shit. But mixed with that samurai combat.
Your Emperor has chosen you as our envoy to the living.
Love the look of that. That's day one.
Wild frontier suffers from the dream scourge. Find the root of this terrible plague and put an end to it.
He is wrong. The dream scourge is but a symptom of a deeper, more dangerous rot. Go, tame the chaos that plagues the living lands, so that those
I mean, this is kind of cool too.
can shape its future. They both deceive you.
There's actually too many games.
Wonder in this world than eyes alone can see. You must open yourself to its mysteries. Tend to its purpose, no matter how wild. And become what
Like, this one does feel kind of lower budget, but I'm kind of into it.
its protector.
This Elderborn.
Hmm? Wait, that's Avowed?
Oh.
That's what Obsidian Skyrim, like, sort of game turned into?
World premiere.
I'm kind of down for it. Rebellion?
Sniper Elite.
Oh, you're right. It's probably Sniper Elite.
No. Alternate history.
What even is this?
I don't know Rebellion for anything other than Sniper Elite.
I knew them for some games back on the PS2. Whatever that is, it's cool. Atomfall. All of these are 2025. 2025 is packed, dude.
Yeah, really.
It is fucking packed.
And it's all on Game Pass. Microsoft is gonna have a good year.
Did your father ever tell you why my bones ache in the weather? War. Their soldiers killed everyone.
I do not fear our enemy. They talk of peace and dream of war.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima's a Sony game.
Oh, it is. Wow.
Yeah.
Our people deserve to be freed of the oppressor's grasp.
Vengeance is a lonely path now, eh? Believe me, there are other ways to heal.
People so quick to abuse their power do not deserve to keep it.
There is much we will learn from each other, Yasuke.
There's so many Souls-likes. I can see people getting really pissed at this because there's too many, and if you're not into them, it's a bit of a shame. But for me, this is heaven.
A lot of samurai combat as of late.
I am so in love with Souls-like games that I don't care how many there are. But maybe I'm the problem with this industry. Maybe I'm the problem with the influx of Souls. Like, what?
If it's a good game, it's a good game.
That's AC Shadows?
Oh, so they are finally doing it, like ninjas and stuff.
I mean, I knew about AC Shadows. It was like announced not too long ago, but...
Ooh, Stalker.
They made it a Souls-like, dude.
Stalker 2. This is the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Is this the first time we've seen proper gameplay of it?
I'm not sure.
Because obviously it was delayed because of the whole Russia-Ukraine thing.
Yeah, they were developing the game in a fucking bunker while bombs were falling.
Yeah.
But they did move out now.
I do remember they made a statement where they were like, we were very lucky to have like 40% of our dev team make it out of the war. But they needed time to recover. Which is completely fair.
I don't know if that's real, that gun hit something.
I mean, it's looking good.
Okay, Poltergeist. You seem a bit bullet spongy.
Maybe that's a difficulty thing, though.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people played the original games on master difficulty because there was like a rumor or some shit that it was the easiest way to play the game.
Yeah.
It's like one of those big gaming myths.
I mean, I do know that when they do demos for, you know, reveals and stuff, they often play on an easier difficulty so they can make the shots more cinematic. So it might just be that. What was that thing?
Can't remember that thing's name.
I might have to go through the first game on stream.
The first and third games are amazing. 2 is really, really buggy, even with the fixes, unfortunately. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that one.
There's more than one?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't even know.
The third one is amazing.
Because I have played a bit of it in the past, but I didn't know there was more than one.
We can't wait for you to experience
There's
their game yourselves
Shadow
on
of
September
Chernobyl,
5th.
Clear Sky, and Call of
Today,
Pripyat.
You've seen amazing games from creators around the
damn.
world, from both our partners and our own studios, from the biggest blockbusters to original independent games. I hope you enjoy the breadth
Yeah,
of
I'd say
titles
skip
coming to
the
Xbox.
second game since it
In
works so
addition to all
fucking
these great
badly
games,
nowadays.
We're introducing a
Alright,
new
I'll keep that in mind.
all-digital Series X and expanding color and storage options across the Series X and S lineup. They'll be coming to select markets
Yeah,
this
we knew
holiday.
this would probably come.
These new X and S consoles, alongside the many other devices in our Xbox gaming family, offer you more choices. It's our mission to make Xbox the best place for you to play by including the titles
It's your
from our
mission to
own
push people
studios and
towards
Game Pass at
digital
launch,
by making the
bringing new
digital
games
console
into
cheaper.
the future with our commitment to game preservation, by pushing the technical boundaries in our future hardware, and empowering you to play your games anywhere you want on Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud. This is what defines Xbox today and in the future.
Well, where I
And
want
we're
is
hard
on a
at work
disc
on the
in my
next
hand if
generation.
it's a console game.
Immediately after Showcase ends, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct begins. We're taking you inside Treyarch and Raven for an extended
You
look
get
at
to
what's
watch the
next
COD
in Black
part.
Ops.
Mm-hmm.
But before
Sick.
we dive into the Direct, we've saved one more thing.
They did a one more thing.
World premiere.
So many world premieres.
Once again, very pretty. Gears! Holy shit!
I know these things, they look like Reptile from the Arkham Batman game.
Damn, the game's had a fucking glow up. Gears 5 is already pretty as fuck.
Gears 5 is on PC, I think the previous ones are exclusives, right?
You can get Gears 1 and 5 on PC, but all the others, I believe, are Xbox only.
I don't know how hyped people are for the chainsaw gun always cutting into something.
Yeah. Gears 1 you have to get on the Xbox store, though, because it was the launch of the Xbox One generation where they were pushing the like, Microsoft store. I do wonder if they'll do a remaster at some point of all of the other games, like a Master Chief Collection type deal, where you can play them all on PC. Places, the worn out places. E-Day. Day 1 with Game Pass.
You're ahead of me, and I'm still on live.
It must have been when my RAM ran out. It, like, for some reason put me ahead. Do you want to refresh and see if it puts you closer to me?
Now it's backed out. Oh, should be live now.
Yeah?
Bill said it was live, but we'll see.
I just saw dude get punched out. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct.
Yeah, I'm still behind.
Hello and welcome to Treyarch in Los Angeles.
Alright, I'll try and delay my responses a little.
Working on for the past few years. For Black Ops 6, we really wanted to give ourselves the time to craft something truly great. This means we're delivering a new level of polish and innovation across all parts of the game. I've been working here for over 20 years, and I can tell you that we have something special on our hands with Black Ops 6. And I know that the team are excited to give you a deep dive into our campaign and global innovations across the entire game.
I think that was the best event so far.
Absolutely.
None of us had faith in Microsoft, and they just pulled it off.
But familiar era, the early 90s. In true signature Black Ops fashion, our story builds on real history, thrusting players into a conspiracy where a shadowy force has infiltrated the highest levels of the US government, branding anyone who resists as traitors and forcing players to go rogue for the first time to fight the very machine that created them. The team has been meticulously crafting every aspect of this game to deliver the fun and attitude players expect from the Black Ops franchise.
Multiplayer is of course here and brings the Black Ops style and provides a playground for the brand new Omni movement system. New way to push beyond your limits and move like an action hero. You'll see a sneak peek of that later today. Round-based zombies is absolutely back and better than ever, and you can be sure it's full of surprises. With
That excites me.
Let's step into the mind-bending
like Max Payne
experience
jumps.
we've been crafting with our partners at Raven.
Wait, Max Payne jumps.
The guy was like jumping to his side.
Oh, I think I missed that part.
No turning back now.
I'm just more hyped about round-based zombies being back. The campaign, good.
Favorite campaign mission.
Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign,
We were focused
so
on delivering missions so iconic that they stick in your memory long after. We are bringing that action-packed blockbuster feel to every step of the narrative. We are giving you more variety, more dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay, and more options to finish each mission.
We can do this loud or quiet.
The game is packed with unexpected moments of Black Ops mystery. It's a high-octane spy thriller where you're never sure who to trust and what's real. And it's all set against the backdrop of the early 90s. The Soviet Union was crumbling after the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the Cold War. The US is the only remaining superpower. The Gulf War was dominating headlines everywhere, and there was a growing mistrust in government, reflected everywhere across the music, television, and pop culture of the time. When we talk about the Black Ops timeline, Black Ops 6 comes after the events of the Cold War, but is directly tied to the 1986 flashbacks in Black Ops 2, the aftermath of which has left our heroes in dire circumstances.
Something you should see.
Straight up looked like the motherfucker from The Boys. I forget his name.
With bold new characters.
Bill Butcher.
With veteran
That's the one.
as our through line in our story. In this new chapter, we
I want to see Bill Butcher in a bunch of games. I think he'd be a great voice actor for like a hard
He's
ass.
been pulled from the field as he adjusts to a new role within the CIA, often behind a desk or on the other end of a radio. His protege is Troy Marshall, who's been making a name for himself in the field. Marshall is a reluctant leader driven by a strong moral compass. Marshall and Woods are working with another new face in Black Ops 6, CIA handler Jane Harrow. She's a born leader, fearless and brilliant, and helps manage their relationships within the agency. Woods' ability to operate in the shadows has always been huge.
Oh. Got a memory.
Marshall has the ability to make tough calls in the field, ones that Harrow trusts him to make. But when an operation goes wrong, Woods and Marshall are suspended and ultimately forced to go rogue. They soon realize they have to trust each other to get to the bottom of what's going on. Without any of their usual resources, they have to build.
It's weird that I'm running out of memory. I have 32 gig.
In Felix Newman,
Are they telling me I need 64 gig of RAM to stream properly now?
serious assassin. With the end of the Cold War, these former enemies have become new allies. And with the sudden return of notorious operative Russell Adler, who'd gone missing for months, a former ally may have become a new enemy.
For the Black Ops single-player campaign, we prioritized mission variety and unique experiences. Our goal was to offer players a wide variety of mission types, each crafted from the ground up. One moment, you'll be storming a palace. The next, you'll be pulling off a heist at a casino.
I won't lie, I'm not
We aim to take
normally someone who buys like COD games day one. But this one I might buy day
We
one.
wanted gameplay to unfold
Looks
in multiple
fun.
ways, giving players the freedom to navigate.
It looks
through
like a
them as they see
return to
fit.
form.
Where we have different combat styles, we also have conversation opportunities where you can talk, barter, and manipulate your way into different experiences. And we
Oh.
think you'll want to replay levels. to see them
Dialogue
all.
system.
We are excited to offer a variety of different enemy types in the campaign. The goal was to provide different challenges for the player. So whether they choose to go in guns blazing or take a stealthier approach,
Line them up right, you can take them both down with one shot.
Oh, the bullet
continue to push on
penetration.
what's possible in terms of how our enemy combatants behave. Your enemies will be relentless, constantly seeking to outmaneuver you throughout the levels.
Here's the question, how hard is realistic gonna
Escape
be?
routes, push on players' location, and force them to think on their feet.
Is it gonna
We've
actually
created certain
destroy my
missions where we
soul?
give you a high-level objective and a variety of ways to approach that objective. One mission in particular takes place in a vast desert in Iraq. You and your team are
Nice
looking at
edit
missile
there.
launchers with the SAS. It's one of the largest campaign maps that we've ever created.
Look alive, people! They know we're coming!
You'll find that some of our destinations have a startling contrast in look and feel as well. We have a mission that takes place in an opulent casino in Southern Europe. It's unlike any past mission in Call of Duty. And what the player does in this space is totally unexpected. And another one of our missions we have set in the harsh tundra of northern Russia.
We are excited to offer an array of brand new equipment, as well as some favorites from the Black Ops universe. RCXD, Tranquilizer Trap, Adrenaline Stim, Homing Knife, Disruptor,
campaign is grounded within an expanded campaign hub called the Safe House. You might remember we also had that in Black Ops Cold War, but this time we wanted to
It was
think a little
awful
bit
in
more
Cold
broadly
War.
about the environment. We chose to have our team
I hated going back to that little hub.
naturalistic setting. So it's in an abandoned manor by an ocean cliff.
Yo, it's Lara Croft's mansion.
What's most unique is that it used to be a KGB black site, which was operational during the 50s and 60s.
I'll be right
This
back.
brings a lot of intrigue to the safe house and will allow players to explore and discover secrets from the past. The team is also bringing back the evidence board, which is still the centerpiece of the safe house experience, but with brand new upgrades. Players can view the campaign outline, gain deeper insights into missions, and analyze evidence collected throughout missions.
Okay. Capture. Okay, the attacker comes in. I'll go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice.
That was sick. Great. I think we got it.
With Black Ops 6, our goal is to create a more connected experience that keeps players immersed across every single mode. We've pushed ourselves at every corner to innovate and craft the most signature Black Ops experience for our players. Movement has been a consistent area of focus and innovation for Call of Duty. And with Black Ops 6, we're redefining movement across the entire game.
Yeah, they are doing like Max Payne
For the first
jumps.
time ever, players
I'm
can
down
sprint
for that.
in any direction and move like a true Black Ops action hero with an entirely new global system we call Omni Movement. This unlocks the ability to move like never before and seamlessly chain combat maneuvers like slide, dive, and our enhanced supine prone in full 360 degrees range of motion.
From the beginning, we started with, you can't do this thing, why? And then realized
Okay, you're
people
just blending
actually move that
animations
way.
together.
What happens if we get rid of that construct? And then instantly it opened up like, oh, if you can sprint in any direction, then you can dive in any direction, you could slide in any direction, which then led to all the on-the-ground movement and everything
Honestly,
else
you know what's
together.
kind of mind-blowing to me? The past few COD games haven't been that great. Even to the point that COD fans haven't been enjoying them. And yet this one is appealing to even me. And Activision went through hell for like a year because of the Microsoft acquisition. They had like a year of hell on development for this thing. They still pulled off a game that seems pretty fun.
We also have what we're calling intelligent movement, which is a set of features that drastically reduces how many buttons or keys you're pressing to perform various movements. These can be enabled in player
You already know
options,
people are
and they're
going to
broken
spam
down into
buttons
3
anyway.
categories: Sprint assist, mental assist, and
That's how
crouch
gamers work. We spam
and
buttons.
each of these settings will allow for fine-tuning. Intelligent movement really started with this idea that we want all players to focus on what they want to do and not how to do it.
Good for accessibility.
We want every player,
Oh yeah,
regardless of
definitely.
skill level or input or experience with Call of
Combine
Duty,
it with that
to be able to
Xbox
engage with
accessible
one another
controller.
and live out their own action hero fantasy in Black Ops 6. We looked at other genres like racing games where they have these great assist settings that can be turned on and off. Things like traction control or assisted braking, and we really love the idea of taking.
You have proper colorblind for once, because normally it just changes colors on the map and that does nothing for me.
And I encourage players to play around with combos of these settings to really dial in their preferred setup. Hit zones are regions on a character that react when taking damage or dying. In past games, we've only had 4 regions. For Black Ops 6, we've actually increased that
Hey,
to 9
better
regions.
collision.
So now we can determine if that enemy was shot in their left leg or right leg, and then we'll play a bespoke death animation depending on that location that they were hit. So world connectivity is this concept that players' movement and reactions are connected to the world based on their choices. A great example that really shines is a global feature we call corner slicing, where as you round a corner or go through a doorway, your weapon's going to dynamically rotate in the direction that you're rounding that corner. And since it's dynamic, it'll be a bit more dramatic if you're
So it's a bunch of small improvements that really add up to make the game feel more fluid.
It's what these games thrive on.
Yeah.
Like that game Trepang.
I've heard of that one, but not really seen much of it.
You can make a game where you shoot at shit. Everyone can do it, but it's the little things
team
you
is
gotta do.
super thrilled to show you the
Yeah.
best looking characters that we've done. Through our process of photogrammetry, gear was acquired, scanned, and incorporated onto each of our operatives. For our faces, a dynamic real-time analysis of spontaneous performances was
I can't wait for all the photogrammetry work that they did on military uniforms to be thrown out the window when they throw in a Nicki Minaj skin again.
to the cuticles, make sure that they don't look they're just freshly cut. There's dirt.
I can run around the battlefield as Nicki Minaj.
Sweaty and running through situations that they're in. We're paying attention to every detail.
The thing that I'm most excited about is the number of new weapons from the era that we've added, which includes many that are brand new to the franchise. Our heroes are rogue operatives, and they operate outside the
I
normal
don't know why they
playbook.
put a
That means
character
they're
like that
procuring
in. You
gear
could
by any means
do a
necessary.
level where it's
And
like
it
a
allows us to pull a
concert.
unique mix of weapons.
Yeah.
That's gone wrong. And it's still like playing
Make
it.
sure to deliver
Her
dozens
songs.
of unique attachments for every gun, and this allows the players to create a weapon to match any playstyle that you can imagine, all while maintaining the
Yeah,
feel
do a
and
concert that
tone
turned into a riot and you're the first responders that have to, like, take care of terrorists.
We really strive for striking that balance between real and hyper-real, but we want to ground our effects in realism. We find real-world reference so that we can match that motion.
No way are they tweaking the sound of a grenade based on if it hit concrete or dirt.
That hyper-real look that everybody has come to know and love from Call of Duty.
They're putting the whole budget in.
That's like next level sound design right there.
Black Ops 6 user experience is all about focusing players on what they need when they need it.
Oh good, the UI needs a huge overhaul.
From the
UI in these games is
widgets
fucking
to in-game
awful.
notifications, the Black Ops 6 HUD combines some of our best designs in a clean, streamlined experience. For the first time in Call of Duty, players will be able to change their HUD in dramatic ways to suit their needs.
We can
For instance,
customize it.
Streamers can choose a layout
Very nice.
optimized for their setup.
Okay.
Or maybe you want your HUD centered so
Oh.
you don't have to look away. Want to play hardcore anywhere, or finally put the
Dreamer
map in the bottom
optimization
left?
for UI
Those
is
are options as
pretty
well.
fucking awesome.
Not
Yeah.
only does the HUD give players important status, it connects them to the world and helps them feel rewarded for being awesome. As players track that elusive challenge or target their next level unlock, Black Ops 6 delivers an end-to-end experience from the lobby into combat and back, where player progress and achievement are celebrated in a big way.
My biggest problem is that the HUDs have always been too big and taken up too much of the screen. So it's nice that we get some customizability there.
Early on in Black Ops 6's development, we set a goal to make leveling and XP matter more than ever. Looking back through the Call of Duty and Black Ops catalog, there's a lot of love.
It was
both
like
internally
daily
at
capped
Treyarch and
before,
that we see
right?
in our community for how we used to handle
I'm not sure.
In the latest one.
traditional
But
prestige.
people
is
were
back
fucking
in
pissed
Call
off
of
about
Duty
that.
with Black Ops 6. We've pulled
I have
the
no
best
idea.
of the best from past Call of Duty prestige systems and are going bigger and more.
I only
rewarding
really
than
jumped
ever.
on zombies with my
Players who
brother
reach
on the
max
newest
player
one.
level will have the choice
Just whenever he
to
wanted
enter
to play it.
prestige, start fresh with relocked gear, and go through the leveling journey again. Black Ops 6 will have 10 prestiges, each with a
Because for
valuable
like
set of
6
rewards
months
to
his
earn
friends
and
didn't
equip
have the
to
game,
peacock your
and
status. Players who
we
make it
both
through
had it on
Prestige 10 aren't
PlayStation.
done. Instead, they'll graduate
So
into
I just
Prestige
jumped
Master
on
with
to help him out.
1,000 additional levels to climb through, and a classified reward to uncover for anyone dedicated enough to make it all the way to the end. The full Prestige system is available on day 1 in Black Ops 6.
We know how many of our players look forward to multiplayer, and we will be providing a deep dive on it later in the year. For now, here's some insight into our development of Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Our vision since day one has been to craft an approachable.
I just want to see the zombie stuff now, to be honest.
Black Ops multiplayer experience. We focused on supporting 3 core playstyles for launch. Enforcers are the slayers who like to kill and stay on the move. Recon is all about intel and counter-intel play. And strategists are support players who throw their bodies at objectives for the win. or focus on
Recon
taking
would
out
be
enemy
mine.
score streaks for the team. All of our weapons, gear, and gadgets in multiplayer have been intentionally designed through that lens of supporting these play styles. And of course, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't relive those action hero moments in theater mode.
I mean, if
which
it's
we're
on
happy
Game
to announce is
Pass, like
returning
we
with
assume it
Black Ops
is,
6.
I think they said it
Those said
was.
We're only getting a taste of MP today.
Me and you
but of
could
course
totally
that
have
means
some
you're
games
gonna
of
get
this
some early
shit
details
on
maps.
occasion.
We're happy to announce that we will be launching with 16
I need another fucking
all-new
drive.
maps. We've got 12 core 6v6 and 4
I'm right there with you. I'm looking at my
strike
hard drive space right now. I'm at 200 gig
What do
again.
players like? What do we know that they want? So we're back to our classic
Feel like
three-lane
crying.
maps. We've got fast, frenetic experiences, and we have that balance with more medium size, like better for hardcore pacing to keep the action flowing, but still have meaningful decisions for the player to make. The maps have their own stories, and we have multiplayer taking place after the campaign, after you finish it. So don't want to get into too many spoilers there, but you'll experience some of those locations through the multiplayer lens.
So you have to finish campaign to play multiplayer.
Or at least to understand what's
Covered a
going
lot
on.
today, but couldn't leave you without giving you just one more thing.
Zombies!
Round-based Zombies is back, and we're picking up the Dark Aether storyline where we left it.
Dark
We're
Aether.
excited to announce that there will be 2 brand new maps available at launch, with a curated mix of fan-favorite features
Only
and new
2.
elements to discover. For those new to
It's a
Zombies, it's
tiny
our
jar
unique
of
take on the
M&Ms.
cooperative horde mode, where every map is packed full of powerful weapons and upgrades, deadly enemies, and tons of secrets to uncover. The legacy of Zombies is incredibly important to Treyarch, and we are so
For a
proud
game
of the
like
mode
this,
bringing
2
forward
maps
to
for
Black Ops
zombies
6.
seems like
As you've heard
nothing.
today, the innovations in movement systems will also be coming to Zombies. Plus, there are many
I feel like
additional
4 should be the
zombie-specific
minimum.
features, both new and returning. This is going to be a truly epic return for round-based Zombies.
Because they
Be
end
on
up
the
charging
lookout
like
for more
£30
intel
for the
coming later this
DLC
year.
as well.
Steph interviewed AB.
With like every fucking game.
Now we know we only gave you a little taste of multiplayer here today, so make sure to mark your calendars for our worldwide multiplayer reveal event at Call of Duty Next on August 28th. Make sure to stay tuned for details and watch your favorite streamers get hands-on Black Ops 6 so you can be prepped and ready to jump into our MP beta and feel Omni movement for yourself. We'll be sharing so much more about Black Ops 6 in the coming months and look forward to seeing your reactions and your feedback from our open beta coming up this fall and into launch. And it's not just about launch, because the team is already focused on delivering a ton of content in the live seasons, which we'll be sharing more about. Am I allowed to talk about Warzone yet?
No.
Cringe.
Our goal on Black Ops 6 was, and still is, to make something that is the best work we've ever done, and frankly, the most fun to play. To do that, we deconstructed all of our gameplay, our systems, and content plans, and repeatedly asked how something could be better. In some cases, that led us to huge innovations like Omni Movement, where we're now allowing players to move how real people and operators move. In other cases, it led us back to some of our classic systems like Prestige, then taking that classic system through the ringer and making updates and improvements. Across our weapons, gear, operators, maps, and more, a huge push has been to hit the highest visual and audio fidelity possible. The campaign tells an all-new Black Ops story where you're forced to go rogue and are being hunted by the teams that trained you. On top of that, the team is really focused on mission and engagement variety. Multiplayer is a key ingredient in the DNA of Black Ops, and hopefully, in this sneak peek, it was clear that every single part of the MP game loop will be improved and better than ever, from movement, to shooting, to footsteps, to engagement systems, to death. And last but definitely not least, the triumphant return of round-based zombies. There is so much more to share across
I mean, they make it
all
sound
3
cool and all,
games
but at the
before
same
game
time, when you've got
officially
a
launches
game
on
that's
October
like
25th.
got 15 fucking games in the
On
franchise,
behalf of the entire team, we
you
can't
kind of
wait for you
expect them
play
to make
Call of
these
Duty Black
improvements.
Ops 6.
Oh, that should not have opened there. So I guess that's the end of the event. Overall, probably the best event of this year, and probably the best Microsoft event in like 5 years.
Yeah, so many of them on Game Pass.
They actually made Game Pass worth it for a year. Which is insane.
I might actually end up playing most of these.
Same, and if any of them are co-op, we can play them together. I'm down. So damn good. There's just so much to be excited for. I love these fucking sizzle reels that they do. They're always so over the top.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, I guess that'll do it for the stream. Thanks everyone for joining in. It's been a good time.
That was a joy to watch.
Definitely.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R is still absolutely the one that I'm looking forward to the most out of all these.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed. I've got an early wake up.
Alright, you have a good night rest.
Yeah. See you, everyone.
Catch everyone later. Bye.
Bye.